there.
Yeah, Coach Pruitt was telling us that you guys did go ahead and do the vol walk before the game, sort of kind of on short notice there. What was that like going through that? And was there any fans out there for that? What was the environment like for it?
There was some fans out there. It was pretty early in the morning, but it's a tradition, and Coach Pruitt didn't want to break that. And we all appreciated it. Even though there wasn't as many people, there wasn't a true vol walk, but we loved walking down there.
David?
Yeah, Henry, how would you describe what the defense was able to do today?
We executed. We had a lot of mental errors. There's a lot of places that we can't clean up. But I feel like we came out, we were strong physical. They didn't out-physical us. We did a good job of being the physical team out there. But we just got to clean up the details, knowing what we're supposed to do on certain plays, on certain downs, and expect what the other team's going to do.
Okay, we'll go to David Pascal, Patrick Brown, then Jimmy Hines.
Henry, can you just talk about the job y'all did on Roundtree, or how you thought you did? I know he had a couple of 100-yard games against Tennessee his first 2 years, but these last 2 years he hasn't. How do y'all think y'all did against Roundtree?
Man, first off, I want to just tell you that Roundtree's a phenomenal back. We went throughout the week knowing that he's going to be that back for them. They're going to try to run it downhill with them. He does a great job of it. He's elusive, and he knows how to make moves. So all props to him. And we just knew that we had to stop him. It's hard stopping a back like that. So I feel like as a defense, we did a good job of honing in on him.
Henry, you guys played today behind you in the secondary without Schamberger, without Bryce. How do you think that group did, and what was the communication like out there on the field with those guys?
Yeah, we picked up where we left off. We just got to do a better job of communicating. The communication key is big for our defense. So, we just got to be able to talk more, and pick up where we left off. So as long as we do that, we'll be good.
Henry, when you see the offense going for fourth down on the first series on your own 34 and convert that and then convert other fourth downs along the way, does that not only juice up the team but the defense as well?
Oh, yeah, that gives us confidence. Seeing our offense go out there and dominate. We're a family, so if they do something bad, we got their back. We do something bad, they got our back. And they do something good, we're always there to support them. They're always there to support us. So it's definitely confidence boosters still. So when we go on the field, we can just do exactly what they're doing.
Okay, we'll go to Trey Wallace and Matthew Ray, and then Joe Rexrod.
Henry, what did you see out of the secondary today in your eyes? I know Bryce Thompson was not out there, only on third downs, a little dinged up, but what did you think of that group and y'all's communication today at home compared to being on the road?
Yeah, being at home, it's a lot louder on defense than it is than it is when we're away. When we're away, it's not as loud. So we just got to do a better job of communicating. We had a lot of mental errors today, a lot of places that we can't clean up. So I can't really speak on that right now. I got to go back and watch the film.
Henry, can you talk about what you've seen from the defensive line today? You used a lot of different rotations. And also, can you speak a little bit about what you saw from your counterparts in Jeremy Banks and Quavaris Crouch as they've continued to develop in this early season?
Yeah, I feel like our defensive line did a great job of getting in and out of personnel, mixing it up, trying to confuse the offense, and keeping guys in there that are fresh. I feel like our defensive line is growing. We're progressing as one. So as long as they keep doing that, we're going to have a strong up front. And your second question is talking about Jeremy Banks and Q. We're all growing as one. Our whole entire linebacker crew, we're growing. And we're learning our flaws. We're learning from week in and week out. As long as we do that, we'll be good players. Those two are doing a tremendous job of coming in and getting extra work, doing everything they can to be the best player that they can.
Henry, from a linebacker's perspective, seeing these guys in practice, seeing them from the sideline, how good and how physical is this Tennessee offensive line?
We have the best offensive line in the country. Our Tennessee offensive line does a great job. We go against them every single day. They do a phenomenal job of getting pushed in front of the line, working up to the second level. And, you guys seen it today.
Okay, we'll go Ryan Shumpert, then Vince Ferrara, then Rob Lewis.
Hey, Henry, you outgained Missouri 167-13 in the first quarter. Just talk about building a lead and how big was that for y'all's momentum going forward?
Yeah, it was huge. You know, we try to keep momentum going. We try to keep our foot on the gas, and we try to not let up. So going into that, it was huge for us to be able to keep that going.
Henry, a couple things. One, Missouri changed quarterbacks. What adjustments did you guys have to make? And then secondly, take us through that Theo Jackson interception that was such a big play in the game.
Yeah, we knew number 3 was a more elusive quarterback. He's going to pull the ball and run. He's going to try to make plays on his feet. And number 8, we knew when he came in the game that they're going to try to throw the ball in the air. They're going to try to run it, and he's not going to be able to get out the pocket as much as number 3 did. So we kind of knew that going throughout the week. We knew that they were going to play 2 quarterbacks. So we just had to adjust when that happened. And Theo, I was hoping Theo scored a touchdown. I was praying he did. But, you know, that was huge for us. That was in the fourth quarter. We needed to stop, try to put the nail in the coffin. And, you know, Theo came in clutch with that.
Henry, when the offense gets out hot like they did today, build a 21-6 lead, how much easier is it to play defense? Does it kind of free you guys up to be more aggressive, do you think?
Yeah, you know, they did a tremendous job. They milked the clock down a lot. And, you know, that helps us a lot on defense because we go out there fresh, ready to go, ready to play. You know, our offense did a great job today.
Sorry, last 2 will be Nick Hill and Max Baker.
You guys have a huge game next week at Georgia. Obviously, I'm assuming you haven't looked too much ahead to that, but just kind of like when you're initially thinking about that and the potential implications of that game, just how excited are you to go down to Athens?
We're ready for a dogfight. You know, we're ready for the challenge. We're up for the challenge. And, you know, that's what we play SEC ball for. You know, they're a phenomenal team, and we just got to go throughout the week, focus on the details, and give everything we got throughout this entire week.
I was just sort of wondering about Missouri's receiving core and if they were, you know, there's not a lot of film going in on, you know, Kiki Chisholm and Damon Hazelton. And I was just wondering how you guys prepared for them and how you guys thought you did against Missouri's receiving core today.
Yeah, our DBs did a phenomenal job of studying the receivers, studying them from last year. And, you know, of course, there's always room to improve, but I feel like our DB core did a good job. They did a lot of quick stuff, a lot of slants to get their guys open. You know, and that's good on their part. We got a lot of stuff to clean up as the linebackers and the DBs, but we'll get that all together.
All right, thank you, Henry.
Appreciate it.
Eric Gray will be up next.